The rise of the Catholic Church. After the crucifixion of Peter in Rome, the early Christian community found itself at a crossroads. Their leader, the man whom Jesus had called the Rock of the Church, was gone. Persecution under Emperor Nero had intensified, scattering believers and forcing them to practice their faith in secret. But despite the fear, the faith did not die, it only grew stronger. The Christian community in Rome, though battered and leaderless, held firm. The followers of Jesus had long believed that Peter's authority did not end with his death. The church had always been more than one man. It was a living body, built upon the foundation of the apostles. To maintain unity and leadership, the early Christians turned to a new successor, Linus, who became the next bishop of Rome. For the next 2 centuries, the church endured relentless persecution. Roman emperors such as Domitian, Trajan, and Decius saw Christianity as a threat to the empire. Christians refused to worship the emperor as a god, and their growing numbers disturbed the Roman authority. Many were thrown to wild beasts in the Colosseum, others burned alive or crucified. But no matter how many were killed, new believers took their place. The faith was unshakable. In the midst of this turmoil, the structure of the church became more defined. Bishops led communities in major cities, while priests and deacons tended to local congregations. Christian doctrine was passed down through letters and teachings, ensuring that the message of Jesus remained unchanged. The Eucharist, the sacred meal that Jesus had instituted at the Last Supper, became the heart of Christian worship. Even in secret gatherings within underground catacombs, believers shared in this holy tradition, strengthening their connection to Christ. By the 3rd century, Christianity had spread across the Roman Empire, from the deserts of North Africa to the cities of Gaul and the distant frontiers of Britannia. The church was no longer just a persecuted sect, it had become a vast and growing faith. Then came a turning point. In the early 4th century, Emperor Constantine rose to power. During a crucial battle for control of Rome, he saw a vision, a cross in the sky with the words, "In this sign, conquer." Taking this as a divine message, Constantine fought under the banner of the Christian cross and won. In 313 AD, Constantine issued the Edict of Milan, granting Christians the right to worship freely. After nearly 3 centuries of oppression, Christianity was no longer an outlawed faith. Churches were built openly, and Christian bishops were invited into the halls of power. But with recognition came new challenges. Different groups within Christianity had developed differing interpretations of Jesus' teachings. To settle disputes and define core beliefs, Constantine called the First Council of Nicaea in 325 AD. Bishops from across the empire gathered to discuss key theological questions, including the nature of Christ and the relationship between the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. This council gave birth to the Nicene Creed, a statement of faith that unified believers and solidified Christian doctrine. As the church became more organized, the Bishop of Rome, recognized as Peter's successor, gained greater influence. While other major cities like Alexandria and Antioch had powerful bishops, Rome was seen as the spiritual center of Christianity. Over time, the Bishop of Rome became known as the Pope, the highest authority in the church. By the late 4th century, under Emperor Theodosius I, Christianity was declared the official religion of the Roman Empire. Pagan temples were converted into churches, and the old gods of Rome faded into history. The once persecuted faith had become the spiritual foundation of the world's greatest empire. Thus, the Catholic Church emerged, not just as a belief system, but as an enduring institution. From the martyrdom of Peter to the halls of imperial power, the Church had survived persecution, division, and countless challenges. And it would continue to shape history for centuries to come.
Please subscribe to watch more stories, and don't forget to like and share.